We're going to start with the moving average indicator in this lecture. The simplest indicator that traders use is the moving average indicator. It is also the easiest to understand and apply. Since it is a lagging indicator, it gives us information about what has been happening with prices in the recent past. The moving average indicator is a line that is calculated based on the average price of the last X number of candles. So if we set the indicator to a period of 14, the average line that will be plotted on our chart will be an average of the price for the last 14 candles. Similarly, a moving average 50 period line will be calculated based on the price of the last 50 candles. The average price can be calculated using the opening price of the past 14 candles or using the high price of each of the past 14 candles, low, the closing price, the median, the typical, or even the weighted price of each of the past 14 candles. So there are a lot of options to choose from, and this gets very complicated. The best out of these options is the option that the majority of traders use around the world so that we are seeing the same information that they are seeing. This happens to be the closing price. So we almost always want to have our moving average line to be calculated on the closing price. However, you can experiment with these options and use whatever you are comfortable with. I have always used the closing price, and I recommend you to do the same. So this saves us with a lot of complication. We also have to choose weightage. What kind of a moving average is this going to be? And we can choose from the simple moving average, the exponential moving average, the weighted moving average, or the smooth moving averages. Each one of these has slight differences in how it's going to be plotted on the screen. Not a huge difference, so we really do not have much to worry about, but this is good to know for something that we're going to cover a little later on. For now, don't worry about it, and we will stick with the simple moving average, as it is the most widely used moving average, followed by the exponential moving average. We're going to move over now to our investing.com/equities website. We'll pick out a chart and we'll add a moving average indicator. So here I have a chart of JP Morgan. I have candlesticks loaded up. We go to the indicators button up here, click on this, and we choose moving average. This brings up a number of moving averages. The moving average, simple moving average, is this one. It doesn't have simple written next to it, but it's the most common form. We also have the exponential moving average, the weighted, the smooth, and a couple of others that we're not really interested in for the time being. Let's click on this. So here is our moving average line. We can adjust the settings by clicking on Format. Let's make this a 20 period moving average. We can make the line bolder and change the color. We click OK. Let's now add another moving average, and we're going to make this the exponential moving average. Notice that this is called the EMA. We're going to keep the periods the same as 20 and change the color to black. Let's add another one. This time let's go with weighted. So we have our three moving averages now plotted on our chart. Let's move back, and we notice that the differences between the three are very slight and subtle. We can zoom in and we can zoom out to see that they're almost overlapping each other. For now, we're going to get rid of the weighted moving average and the exponential moving average and just stick with the simple moving average. Most commonly used periods for the simple moving average are the 50 period and the 200 period. The 50 SMA line or SMA 50 line is usually referred to as the buy sell line. Typically, traders want to buy a stock only if the prices are above the 50 period SMA. The 200 period SMA, let's add that. Is a flatter line, as you can see. This is plotted based on the 200 periods or the past 200 candles. Therefore, it's a far more stable line and indicates a far stronger upward trend. We are going to discuss more of the SMA 50 and the SMA 200 in the next couple of lectures. We are also going to learn about the support and resistance offered by these moving averages. So I'll see you in the next lecture.